Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And as you can see from the sign, we're at Clondyboy Cemetery, which is near Bangor in County Down. And the reason why we're here is because we're here to look at the grave of the Reverend W.P. Nicholson, who is buried in this graveyard. Now, Nicholson was born on the 3rd of April 1876 in Bangor, County Down. He was a Presbyterian preacher and evangelist, and he was nicknamed the Tornado of the Pulpit. He was born again on the 22nd of May 1899 and began to preach straight away at the age of 23. And he's a big connection with the HARLAND and WOLFF shipyard in Belfast, the company there, because in the HARLAND and WOLFF shipyard they built what was called the Nicholson Shed. And the reason why they built this shed was because a lot of the ship workers had been converted, going to the meetings of W.P. Nicholson, and they had been converted to Christ through his ministry. And then what they were doing was they were making restitution, or in other words, they were bringing back all the stuff that they'd knocked from the shipyard. So all the tools that they'd taken, which they had stolen, they were bringing these back. And of course, they needed somewhere then, the company needed somewhere to store these tools because there was that many of them stole over the years. And so they built a shed, they erected a shed, and it got the nickname of the Nicholson Shed because of all the converts bringing back all the stolen tools. So quite amazing. And the English evangelist Leonard Ravenhill, he referred to Nicholson as the Irish Whitefield. Of course, that's George Whitefield, who was the English evangelist and done a mighty work for God in the Methodist movement. And of course, he was also very friendly with the John and Charles Wesley. And so he must have thought quite a lot of WP to refer him as the Irish Whitefield. And so thousands were converted to Christ through the ministry of W.P. Nicholson. Now, Nicholson died on the 29th of October 1959, and after the service in Hamilton Road Presbyterian Church in Bangor, County Down, Nicholson then was buried here in this graveyard. And it's a beautiful graveyard, it's a beautiful day, and you can see the trees there. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Nicholson had a mission. He had held a mission in the Hamilton Road Presbyterian Church in the past, actually in October 1920, and hundreds were saved during that mission. And the mission actually heralded the beginning of a new revival and spiritual awakening throughout Ulster. And so that was the church where the final service was. And then Nicholson was brought here to Clondyboy Cemetery, where he was laid to rest. And you can see the graveyard here. It's just a mass of graves. Certainly a very large graveyard, there's no doubt about it. Very large cemetery. And this is the headstone here then. This is the plot where Nicholson's buried. And as you can see there, it says, "In loving memory of Reverend William Patterson Nicholson." And that's text there is John 3:30. And if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, but I think that's he, the Christ, must increase, I must decrease. And then it says, "Beloved husband of F. Elizabeth Nicholson, born 3rd of April 1876. He was born again the 22nd of May 1899. And he was called home on the 29th of October 1959. And the text there is John 10:41 and 42. "John did no miracle, but all things that John spoke of this man, Jesus, were true, and many believed on him there." And of course, many believed on Jesus through the preaching of the Reverend W.P. Nicholson. So I hope you've enjoyed this wee video of the Tornado of the Pulpit. And if you enjoy the videos, then please like, share, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell, and then every time I upload a video you will be notified of that. So thanks for watching, and God bless.